Here we have a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. This one is an SE model. Comes in shell gray, and then we have gray cloth interior. Powertrain consists of a 2.4 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And this one has a little over 86,000 miles on it. So as we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED daytime running lights down below, halogen headlamps. I like that look there, just a real refined, real classic look for this to be a 2015 model. Just a little bit of road rash on that front bumper, little scuff there. These are going to be 16-inch aluminum wheels. To the door panel here, one touch up and down for the driver's side, just regular power windows for the other 3 doors. Rear window lock is there, power door lock controls are here, then power mirror controls. Brightness for the gauge cluster, and then gas cap release, trunk release, traction control. And then we have a foot pedal parking brake, hood release, manual tilt, as well as telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. And I like that we have this included even on this cloth interior on this SE model. But a huge thanks to Hyundai of Cool Springs for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. Sitting behind myself, fantastic leg room for this type of vehicle, I think. My knees aren't even touching the back of the seat. Headroom is great. You even have seat back pockets on both sides. 12-volt down here. It's an impressive space back here. They use this very, very nicely. Then you can hang a shirt or something there. I wouldn't put a whole uniform on there, but you probably could. Now your child lock, you want to take a key or something like that, just stick in there and turn that. Gas cap there, holder there. And then to the trunk space here, pretty good size there as well. Lots of space. You can pull either one of these for either side to fold the seats down. I'll show you how that works in a minute. But there we have our, looks like we have a tire inflator kit on this one, but you can put a spare in there if you want. And there's just a quick look at the back end there, and there's the exhaust. Now as we come around to the rear passenger side, take the seat, fold it down flat, have more space to put more objects so you can run longer objects through to the front. Your top tethers for the car seats are on the top there. And then your lower latch anchors, just push this back and get access to that in there. And then for the front passenger seat, again, for this to be the SE, I'm impressed that you not only have 4-way but 6-way adjustability. You can pump the seat up or down, adjust the seat back, and then adjust the seat bottom by pulling on that bar. And then a lockable glove compartment here. And then as we come back around to the front end, we'll take a quick look in the engine bay. And hopefully I'm not getting too much interference. I'm using my mic today just because it's so windy out. But there's that 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. And then I think I'll actually unplug the mic here, so bear with me. So here we have the steering wheel. There's the horn sound. Over here to the radio, we do have AM, FM, XM, and then you also have the ability to turn your Bluetooth on. Setups in there, so adjust brightness and all that. And with this small of a screen, you wouldn't expect it to be touch screen, but it is, which is really nice. Your system settings here, you can change your language if you want to do that. Volume knob, turn the whole system off, and then you can seek and all of that there. Backup cameras here and guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. So a huge plus, I think, for a vehicle in this segment, especially for the age. Hazards there, clocks right here, you can just adjust that. And then down here, single zone manual climate control, so fan speed, temperature, fan direction. And then two 12 volts down here, an aux input, and then a USB-A port there. You can stow all that if you want to. And then for the shifter, reverse, neutral drive, come over here and you can manually shift from the shifter itself. And then drive modes, you'll see in the gauge cluster there, you can just go through Eco, Sport, and then your normal mode. Center console cubby space, removable tray. There's a look at the back seat from up here. And then up here, sunglasses holder. There are your lights. And then you have your Blue Link SOS, garage door transmitter, vanity mirror. And then going back to the steering wheel itself, left side stock, blinkers, high beams, low beams have to be on. You can toggle that on, then turn it off and flash there. And then your intermittent wipers are on the right side. So you have one time off, intermittent low, high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency here, pull up here for the front wiper fluid. Now to the left side of the steering wheel, voice recognition is here. Hit this mode button to go through your audio sources. And then your volume can be adjusted here, up, down, and then your track list or radio station presets, you can go through those with that. Bluetooth buttons are here. And then your cruise control, you can turn that on, adjust your speed, cancel. And then this over here is for that digital part of the gauge cluster. So you get a lot of different options here in terms of what you can see. So other features, just so much that you can really fool with. But you can change your units of measurement in here from fuel economy, temperature, language, all of that's available. But I just like, again, all that you get here. And your tire pressure monitors are right there, which is nice. Keys right here. You can hold to pop the trunk, unlock, lock, and your panic buttons right there. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2015 Hyundai Sonata SE out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Sonata here, I like how simple it is to drive this thing, but it's really not that simplistic of a car. You get a lot of features here that you wouldn't expect on a base model Hyundai for 2015. Bluetooth, XM radio, and just a really nice looking set of controls here again for this to be a base model 2015 Hyundai Sonata. But the overall driving feel of these, and honestly, when the new Sonatas came out, I felt like they were just that good in terms of the driving feel, but honestly, this feels just as good. And it's wild because these cars are often slept on. I think one of the reasons is they're so cheap, so a lot of people don't necessarily, I feel like, take advantage of how reliable these cars are. This has 86,000 miles on it. And when it comes to Kias and Hyundai, specifically with this powertrain, the biggest issues I see is not from the engine or the transmission, it's from the AC compressors going out or something that has to do with maintenance that just wasn't done correctly. But for the most part, I mean, these drive very nicely. They're easy to handle. They're solid commuter cars. I think this was EPA estimated in 2015 to get like 26 miles per gallon city, 37 highway. And you get a traditional 6-speed automatic with that. You're not having to deal with the CVT if you don't like that. But just driving like new right now. And that is, that's very nice. And the overall pickup is good too. I just have it in the normal drive mode and it's getting up. I'm gonna put it into sport though. And honestly, I feel like this was before drive modes were even a thing in 2015. I didn't even know that this base model Sonata had the option to have eco, normal, and sport mode here. But I'm gonna give myself a little bit of space and see if I can give it a good pull getting on the interstate here since no one's behind me. Here we go. Wow. Thing did not want to shift until 60 miles per hour. It just kept going. Oh man, that's funny. I'm gonna give it another pull here. Turn on the cruise control. Uh-oh. So there's an issue there. Gonna have to cut this off.